Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about the prong collar. I know I said I'd make a video about this on my Facebook page, Harmony Canine Training. Also check out my website at harmonycaninetraining.com. So what we have here is a Herm Springer. I'll put it on, I'll actually link it up. We have a Herm Springer collar here. Herm Springer collar. Looks pretty intense, right? Looks pretty, almost looks cruel. But if we take a closer look at this, we realize that the rounded edges that are combing into the dog's skin are rounded. Okay? So they're rounded means they're not sharp, they're not piercing the skin, they're not causing any damage. Now, I wanted to talk to you about a lot of people out there think that the prong collar is cruel, that it's abusive, that it's using unnecessary force. This couldn't be further from the truth. The reality is that a nylon collar or a choke collar, even a flat collar, all cause damage to your dog's neck. They've done, veterinarians have done numerous studies where they've done autopsies with dogs who have been on a flat collar and a choke collar for the length of their lives. And they all have a significant amount of scar tissue that forms around their esophagus. Because if you think about it, if you're walking your dog, sorry, I heard something weird. You're walking your dog and your dog's pulling forward and you're pulling the dog backwards, you're really not walking your dog. Your dog's walking 20 feet ahead of you. You're trying to keep up with your dog. You're pulling, putting pressure on his neck, and then he's pulling forward, putting even more pressure. That's, even on a flat collar, that's creating pressure around the esophagus. So that actually is going to cause more damage. What the prong collar is doing, conversely, is it's pinching the dog. What it's doing, it's not choking the dog at all. It's simply pinching them. It's replicating the feeling that they would get when their mothers would pick them up by the back of the scruff when they're puppies for playing too rough with their litter mates. So the prong collar is not a, it's an extremely versatile tool. Look at this dog right here. I want to show you something. Laying down, totally calm and relaxed. This is a dog that has massive behavioral problems. Just about the day I walked in here. This is our first training session. I'm out here in sunny San Diego. The prong collar is meant to communicate to the dog. That's all it is. It's a communication tool. It's not a it's not to punish them. It's not to abuse the dog, to hurt the dog, to make the dog afraid of you. It's to simply communicate to the dog what is expected of it and what it's expected not to do. All right. So we need an effective way to communicate with our dogs. The prong collar, in my experience, my professional experience, I've been training dogs for 4 years. I've trained over 150 dogs. I believe it is one of the greatest tools out there. I've had everything from golden doodles to Rottweilers that have done very well on the prong collar. I think it's just a fantastic tool. So if anybody out there, especially we have a lot of people in rescue who are against them, it's really it's just misguided, lack of information. If you don't want to use a prong collar, that's totally up to you. But I can just say, in my experience, I've never seen a dog not be responsive to a prong collar. And like I said, I have everything from 20-pound golden doodles all the way to 140-pound Rottweilers who have done very well on it. This dog right here, the client of mine, is Shag. It's an old English sheepdog. So Shag had just a litany of behavioral issues, jumping on people, pulling on the lead. Pretty much took over my client's whole apartment. You see this bed here. The dog would not let anybody on the bed. It would not leave the bed. It would not get off the bed. It would not stop annoying, getting in people's space, their personal space on this bed. And now, as you see, this dog is lying on the floor. I'm sitting on the bed, and the dog. And I mean, does this dog look like she's abused? I don't think so. This dog has a prong collar on. This dog has never been on a prong collar. This is the first day this dog's been on a prong collar, and she's actually absolutely been transformed. Is it just the prong collar? Of course not. It's also knowing how to use the prong collar in an effective way, training the dog what's expected of it and what's not. That's why, you can be a carpenter and have all the right tools, but if you don't know how to use them, what good are your tools? You have to have the right tools, and then you have to know how to apply those tools. So that's what I do. That's what I do with dogs. I train the owner. I train the dog. I not only train the owner, or excuse me, I not only train the dogs, I train the owners. So if you're out there and you're looking for an in-home dog trainer, someone who's going to come to your home, who's going to work with you one-on-one, who also offers dog sitting as well as dog walking, behavioral modification and obedience, as well as socialization and puppy classes, I'm your guy. Like I said again, I do not have a brick and mortar business. I found that I don't think it's very effective. It also enables me to reach more people. I can travel all over the country and do this. Right now I'm in San Diego. I'll be going back to Tucson, Arizona pretty soon. I have clients out there. But this is what I love to do. This is my passion. And so if you're looking for someone who can really help transform your dog, I'm your guy. So I hope this dispels the myths of the prong collar. One thing about it that I really like is that it's a tool that you can if you have a big, strong, powerful dog that's aggressive, you can be more forceful with it. You can be harder on it. You can apply more pressure to it. You can use more force to apply more pressure. Or if you have a more submissive dog that just needs some guidance, just needs some accountability, you can be a lot more gentle with it. So it's a tool that really can fit all sorts of dogs, all breeds, and any behavioral issue that's really going on. Again, please check out my Facebook page at Harmony Canine Training. Also look at my website, harmonycaninetraining.com. Give me a call if you guys need dog training. Thanks.